Hi, in one of the previous sessions on linear equation in two variables, you can see the topic on the board as well. Mm, we discussed how a pair of lines given, and by comparing the ratios we can say if the solutions will be of two intersecting lines or coincident line or parallel lines, and thereby if they have any solution, no solution, or many solutions. Herein we will be taking up a question based on those ratios. Now the question reads, on comparing the ratios, that is a1 by a2 comma, then it is b1 by b2 and c1 by c2, we have to find out whether the lines representing the following pairs of linear equations, I use some short forms, linear equation intersect at a point, or they are parallel or coincident. We have to compare these ratios and derive at the fact that without even graphically solving it, just comparing the ratios. Now the first question is 5x minus 4x plus 8, 7x plus 6y minus 9. We have to compare the ratios for the first one. From out of these two, let me write a1 by a2 will be 5 by 7, then b1 by b2 will be minus 4 by 6, and c1 by c2 is 8 by minus 9. So what we have to now see, if a1 by a2 are they equal to b1 by b2? In our calculation, a1 by a2 was not equal to b1 by b2. That, if you recall, will give us an answer in intersecting lines. That means it has got exactly one solution, that is the unique solution. We take up another question on now. It's 9x plus 3y plus 12 gives us 0. 18x plus 6y gives us 24. Here see, so again a1 by a2 we are calculating will be 9 upon 18, that is 1 upon 2. b1 by b2 is 3 upon 6, that's again 1 upon 2, and c1 by c2 is 12 upon 24, that's again 1 by 2. So we see here that is 1 by 2, it's equal to, a1 by a2 equals to b1 by b2 equals c1 by c2. That means, if you recall, or if you know, this is about coincident lines. When you graphically represent these two lines, you find that they will be coinciding, thereby it will have infinitely many solutions. Let me take up another example. These are one of the two we have seen now that one we got will have intersecting lines, that thereby giving any unique solution. The second one we did have given us a solution wherein it is coincident line. Now let me take another example wherein this is the question. I here will write a1 by a2 is 6 by 2, that is 3 actually. b1 by b2 similarly is minus 3 by minus 1, that is 3 by 1. And c1 by c2 is 10 upon 9. So we see though a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, but it's not equal to c1 by c2. That means this, if you plot these two equations, if you plot on the board, we find that they will be getting parallel lines. That means there will be no solution to these two given equations. You might come across questions on the similar note wherein you are given with these equations and you have to say if the equations are consistent or inconsistent. That means wherein you can get any solutions will be consistent, and where you are not getting any solution, that is an inconsistent solution. In this case, wherein this one is kind of inconsistent because we are not getting any solution to this. And to the previous two examples we had taken, the intersecting means it is consistent, and this is also consistent as because you will be getting many solutions to it. Now let us see how we can solve any given question graphically. I might not draw the graph, but I can explain. We will discuss now how to solve it. I guess you can put this graphical representation by yourself. Half the perimeter, okay, I missed a space here, but half the perimeter of a rectangular garden whose length is 4 meters more than its width is 36 meters. Find the dimensions of the garden. Suppose this is a rectangular garden. I represent the length as x meter and breadth or width as y meters. Now let us say what it says. Length is 4 meters more than its width. So length, that is x, is 4 meters more than the y. And half the perimeter of a rectangular garden is 36 meters. So what is the, first let us know what is the perimeter. Perimeter is x plus y. So half of this, oh no, it is not, perimeter is 2x plus 2y. So it is 2x plus y. And it says half of this is 36. So what are the two equations we get? The first one is x equals 4 plus y, and the second one, if you see this getting cancelled, and we are getting x plus y equals 36. Now what we do to find any solution graphically, we will have to frame tables to plot for each equation. At least 2-3 plottings. So here y is equal to x minus 4. Sorry, and here y is equal to 36 minus x. So if I'm taking for the first one x and here's y, if I'm taking x as 0, y will be minus 4. If I'm taking that as 2, it is minus 2. If you take 4, that gives you a 0, and I take a number, this is 6, that gives you a 2. Oh, sorry. Let me just draw. This is x and y. So if you are taking x as 0, y will be 36. If you are taking x as 36, y will be 0. So in between I can take up, if x is 15, or you can take x as 16, so that makes it 20. Similarly, if you take x as 20, so that is giving you 16. You simply have to plot the part which I'm not drawing, or on a graph sheet. On a graph sheet is, you draw on a graph sheet this Cartesian plane, take your own scale, draw these two lines on the graph, and you will find that they are intersecting at one point. That look at the coordinate of that point, and once you that coordinate will be the answer to this question. That means that is the value of x and y we are looking for. You can check your answer which you calculated graphically by representing it in any of these equations, this one or this one, and see if they are fitting in and true for the equation which we have decided. So I hope you get them right. Happy doing so. Bye bye.